Hello, dear Texan Armenians. My name is Esther, and I'm the director of City of Smile Foundation in Armenia. Our organization is the funding hand for Pediatric Cancer and Blood Disorders Clinic of Armenia. By saying that, I mean that we fully fund the treatment of children and young adults who are diagnosed with cancer and receive treatment in Armenia. Later on, you will meet Professor Tamamian, who will tell you more in detail about the incredible work that doctors do for the treatment of these children. But meanwhile, me as the leader and of this organization, I reach out to you with a plea to support our organization because, as you know, unfortunately, most of the society in Armenia is socially vulnerable, and for those families it is completely unaffordable to be able to pay for the treatment of their children. And this is where our foundation steps in, because we believe that every single child deserves best available care in the country, and we try to make sure that every single child receives the proper care and treatment. But for that, to do that, we need help of donors and caring people who really want to support and make sure that these children have a chance to survive and to beat the cancer, if we can call it that way. Unfortunately, we are the only organization, I don't know if it's unfortunately or fortunately, but we are the only organization that funds the treatment. Therefore, these families have nowhere else to go. And just to give you some statistics, on an annual base, we fund 200 to 250 young adults and children who are fighting cancer. On an annual basis, we have 100 to 120 new applications for funding coming from families of kids fighting cancer. It is no secret that cancer is a very expensive and long-lasting requiring long-lasting treatment disease. Therefore, it's not a one-time payment. It's a continuous support that we need to provide to those families and to those children. And I reach out to you, to each and every one of you, to consider subscribing to at least $10 monthly donations, or maybe you wish to do more. We'll be only happy to see that. But this will ensure the continuity of the treatment of our children. This will give us and their families peace of mind that their child's treatment is not going to be interrupted because of lack of finance. I really hope to see you become donor for our foundation, become a friend and supporter for our foundation, and help us in our life-saving mission. Thank you very much.
Dear Armenians living in Texas, my name is Gevorg Tamamian. I'm the head of Pediatric Cancer and Blood Disorders Center of Armenia, which is the only institution in Armenia treating kids with cancer and blood diseases. In the meantime, I'm the chairman and professor at the Department of Pediatric Oncology and Hematology at Yerevan State Medical University. And I'm the CEO of Immuno-Oncology Research Institute. And in the meantime, recently I was elected as a president for the Pediatric Oncology State Mediterranean Group, which assembles around 130 pediatric cancer centers from 28 countries. It's a special honor for me to talk to you because I have still those fond memories from the postdoc days back in 2014-15 when I was in Texas at MD Anderson doing my postdoc at the leukemia department. So Texas and Houston is very close to me. I was fortunate to be a postdoc at MD Anderson Cancer Center, which is one of the best in the world, and to learn from the best in the field. And since that time, we have a close cooperation with MD Anderson. Our doctors have trainings there. We constantly ask for their opinion. We conduct research together. And so this cooperation is really practice-changing experience for all of us, and it positively definitely affects our medical care. I'd like briefly to introduce you the pediatric oncology situation in Armenia, which in my opinion currently is one of the fastest developing fields of medicine in our country. So currently our survival rate is around 75%. Just to compare, in other low and middle income countries, the survival rate is around from 0 to 60%. In the developed world, in high income countries, in the United States, in Germany, Austria, the rates are close to 85%. So we still have, of course, some more improvements to do, and a lot of work to do. But for developing countries, I think our results are impressive. This is due to the work of a dedicated team of senior and junior doctors and other healthcare professionals, nurses, psychosocial workers, technicians, everyone who contributed to this success. And of course, without the help from the charitable foundations, this would not be possible. And I can proudly say that because of City of Smile Foundation, every child and young adult in Armenia receives best available care in our country.
We are right now in the Pediatric Cancer and Blood Disorders Center of Armenia, which is the only unit where all the children from all over Armenia, Artsakh and Javakh come to get treatment. On a daily basis, we have about 30 to 35 kids being treated here and staying at this unit. However, throughout the year, they rotate and one group goes, the other group comes. So throughout the year, we have about 200 children that go through this department. This is our small playroom where kids get to spend time whenever they're off their treatments and if they're feeling well and if they want to spend some time with their friends. This is where they get together. This is where they come and spend some of their time playing games, watching movies, or studying sometimes for their school so that they don't miss on their classes for school. Here we have some artwork done by our kids. Our psychosocial team works closely with the children so that they can get some things done, get some activities, get their minds distracted of the treatment, and spend some time doing something fun and nice other than just the treatment. As we walk through the unit, you can see there are many rooms here. I think we have about 20 to 25 rooms, and each room has 2 patients, and a few of them have 4 patients in the room. We also have a very nice kitchen here through which our kids receive their daily meals. As you know, unfortunately, in Armenia, hospitals do not provide meals, so City of Smile takes care of that every child, while being at the hospital, receives well-nutritioned and balanced daily cooked meals 3 or 4 times a day, so that families do not have to worry about bringing food for their children here. In our unit, we also have this beautiful, colorful wall of the donors and people from all over the world that support us and help us and send donations to City of Smile to help our children go through this journey that is very hard, but yet it's not a verdict, and there is a way to come out of this journey. It's just a process that we all have to help them go through. So as you can see, it's not a very big unit. However, it is able to intake all the children of Armenia, Artsakh and Javakh that need to get treatment for cancer. By the way, I also want to mention to you about the opportunity of naming a room. Here in the unit, we have several rooms that can be named, so you can choose either your organization or your loved one, or name a room after someone you lost, and by that sponsor and help a child get a treatment. So if you're interested in the opportunity of naming a room, please reach out to us and I'll be happy to give you more details. And here is one of my most loved corners in this unit, where we have the blossoming tree with the pictures of children who have completed their treatment, and their photos encourage every single child that is getting a treatment right now. And also behind me, you can see the wall of our largest donors, of people that really donate substantial amounts for the treatment of our children and support us and help us with our life-saving mission.
So with this message, I'm calling for your help to support the foundation, because without your help, we'll not be able to achieve this success. Without your help and without your contribution, City of Smile Foundation will not be able to support us, to support children and to support young adults with cancer in Armenia. Thank you very much in advance.
Now that you have seen the unit that I've been talking about, and you have seen maybe a few faces of the kids who are currently being treated at that unit, I hope this has become close to your heart. I hope it is one of the causes that is important to you, and I really reach out to you with a plea to sign up for at least $10 a month donation to our foundation, which will help us ensure continuity of the treatment of the children. Believe me, every single $10 becomes a very expensive medication. Every single $10 becomes a very expensive lab test, and it really does its life-saving mission. So whatever seems to you to be a very small amount actually saves a child's life. So I really hope to see you among the friends and supporters of our foundation. Thank you.